Loser's Quest!
Welcome back to Loser's Quest. This is Big E, and I'm here with...
Your boy Rusty.
Hey, our other two members couldn't make it today, so we're moving on without them. Their names are Albie and the Za.
Yeah, we on schedules, baby. No falling behind.
Sick days, we're going to move forward.
Yeah, we're not corporate, so we don't have sick days.
Oh, true. That's right.
We're
not incorporated yet.
Yeah. Sponsor us, Game Pass.
We need it. We need Game Pass like I need an Xbox.
Sponsor us, Microsoft. Sponsor us, anyone. We're broke.
Hell yeah. You know, Runeterra, I play your game religiously. I'm still bad at it, but, you know, give me a shout out.
Hey, you know what? Little content creator out here, the small variety crowd. They exist. Hey, but I don't know if we meant to do this, but we're starting, dog.
Oh, no.
That sounds
really?
official, bro.
Okay, all right.
I like that, man. That hit.
Okay.
That hit.
All right, so today we're gathered here in a very 6 feet apart room.
Oh, yeah.
To discuss the Animaniacs. The show released maybe like 3 weeks ago.
You know what?
Give or take.
I forgot.
We're not the specific type of crowd, so
yeah, we did some prep work, but not enough to Google when it came out.
Yeah, we have technology, but screw it right now. The show must go on.
Dun, dun.
We are zany to the max.
Dun, dun. All right, that's enough of that.
All right,
we get copyrighted. Yo, all our shit's copyrighted. That's my fault as the editor.
Hey,
I keep making jokes with music. I'm like, this is gonna get stricken, but I'm like, I don't care.
But it works so well. I can't even be mad at you, and it's only gonna be an issue once we're out there.
Yeah, it's small enough
sure.
no one notices, and it's not hurting our monetization because there is none.
Hey, that is true. That is true. So we're switching up the format. We've done reviews, and we're dragged on for an hour. We have 4 members, so we made some. We're gonna call these now Geek Out. So me and Rusty today will be answering 4 questions. We're gonna have a minute to answer it. Definitely cutting the mics if you go over your time. So hope you enjoy our new format.
Yeah, due to the lack of personnel, this one has some room here and there for extra minutes just because of that, but we're trying to move it because we're going more visual based for now. It's unofficial, but we're making some transitions. We're still working on other video games stuff. The Saw has some anime stuff coming up, more Runeterra coming at you maybe. Who knows?
Yeah you know I'm making bad decks for you guys to see and make fun of.
yeah and we got some old ass original Xbox games now on Steam that I'm gonna be replaying, so there's shit out there. There's gonna be more YouTube focused. The podcast still has a pin on it while everyone figures out pandemic, new jobs, school, all this shit. We're just trying to make content.
That's right. We're trying to move forward. We got some, like you said, we got due dates. Back in school, baby.
Hey, I hate it.
All right, so let's get right into it. So I made up some questions last night, and the first one that we're going to be answering is, did this reboot give you nostalgia for the original series?
All right, I'm gonna start with this one. We were hoping to have the Saw here because I think he was going to be the most nostalgic about this show, and I was kind of the least nostalgic because I remember the show, but it's one of the things where like I remember of the show, I don't remember the show much. I was flabbergasted when I was watching this and Pinky and the Brain started, and I was like, what the fuck, did I click on the wrong thing? And
no, that's all good.
I know I had to hit up I hit up my friend at work. I was like, hey, was Pinky and the Brain always part of Animaniacs? He was like, yeah. I was like, bro, I officially don't remember shit about this show. I just remember the 3 characters, and I forgot all their names until
For
they
real,
said
the show definitely, like, I would find myself in like first episode thinking, what are their names? It's like Dot, Yakko. I'm like, what's the other one? Wacko.
That's I forgot Yakko's name right now. I was trying to remember it, but yeah, nostalgic for this show, not as much as I thought, but I guess I only vaguely remember it. That's me being honest.
You still got time. More to add?
Shit. Yeah, the Saw said that there was other characters in this shit, and I don't remember any of them either.
All right. Let me go ahead and put a minute for myself here. And go ahead and hit start, and I'll fire away. Oh, just at the bottom. All right, here's the start of my 1 minute. So, yeah, the show did make me nostalgic for the original TV show because I don't remember a lot of the characters, but there were segments that I really like. It was the God Pigeons, which basically modeled from the not Al Pacino movies, the Godfather movies. So I miss those characters. I also miss this boy who would just come out randomly from his house eating I think it was a snow cone, and he's just eating, telling you the story that's going nowhere. He's just rambling.
That
And I
sounds
don't know why.
familiar.
Like, I remember that, and that was one of my favorites, because I'd definitely be annoyed by that nowadays. The other thing that that I miss is the angry squirrel. I think she was either the aunt or another squirrel's grandmother, and they'd always get into some hijinks, but she always bailed him out in some way because she was so grumpy. So that's the stuff that I miss from the original series. I definitely want to go back and watch it. I'd probably catch more of the adult references that the Animaniacs are known for.
True.
So that's where I want to go, and I'm over my time. This
Don't
has
worry.
been my minute.
Like I said, we have leeway since it's just 2 members today. But dude, that just little quick. I don't remember that little kid with the snow cone that won't shut up, but that kind of sounds like us when we talk about Star Wars. So we could get going and going talking about Star Wars.
Yeah. Well, how much do moisture farmers make?
Yeah,
and it's like, dude, we're talking about a mining town. I really can't. I can't live that moment down. It's like cringe in the back of my mind every time I go and listen to those episodes.
That's what I'm saying though. Like, there's some topics that we could just fucking ramble on about. So I feel with you, little ice cream boy.
All right, okay.
Let
me hit you with the next question. So, what were your favorite skits this season?
Okay, this one was tough because my favorite skits were pretty much I like that they the Warner, what do we call them, the Warner kids, the Warner
the Warner kids,
pretty much they had the whole Knives Out parody, the Murder in the Train thing.
Mm-hmm.
That was one of my favorites, even though I haven't seen Knives Out. It is on HBO Go or Max or where the fuck, so I'll watch it eventually. I just haven't. And originally, my favorites were not the Pinky and the Brain sketches. But my 2 favorites were the one he built himself, the wife who runs for like president or Congress.
Oh, yes.
That one
Julia.
Hit. Yeah, Julia.
I love Julia.
That I was surprised. And my second one was I like that they eventually gave the Brain's origin story.
Oh, yeah.
Did not expect that, but I was like, you know what? I'm with you, Doc. Fuck these humans.
Yes.
And that was a little emotional. Like, I deemed that day that I'll never let them be in control, or I'll never not be the one in control. Yeah, that's why I'm in control. I was like, damn, Brain.
It's a very legit.
Yeah, I was like, you know what? Your sketches hit different now. So, little to my surprise, 2 of my favorite skits were Pinky and the Brain.
Nice.
I'll give it that.
Okay, all right. So let me go ahead and answer that. I'll put a minute on the clock here for me. All right, so I liked a lot of the skits. Pinky and the Brain was by far the carrying this new season.
After a while,
I realized all their episodes were great. I like the one where they travel back in medieval times and he convinces a dragon to dethrone a king because he's going to get rid of minstrelly, and I just found that hilarious. I'm like, oh, where's my art boy Albie? He would enjoy that episode. I also like some of the Animaniac episodes. They had really good ones. The one where they did the Pennywise parody, that was great. The Olympic Games, that big buff guy, he's become one of my new favorite cast member. The Julia episode was great when Brain built his Brain Junior was amazing, and the question that Pinky asked him, it's like, if you eat yourself, are you twice as big? Or nothing at all. Or nothing at all. Yeah. And it's like, wow, brilliant, Pinky. It's like you introduced the concept of dividing by 0 to him. Damn, yeah. That's my time.
Don't worry. Well, just like I said, we got a little extra time. I'll give a little extra. I just also remember I like the idea that Pinky and the Brain incited the French Revolution.
Oh, yes.
It was so stupid, but
all right.
I just love that they're like, oh, yeah, you know, the Queen's got lots of cake, lots of good food and shit. And they're like, dude, what the fuck? Did you guys just start beheading people?
Oh, wait, wasn't that the Warners? Yeah, that was the Warners.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry.
That was the Warners.
I look, to be frank with you people, we had 3 weeks to watch this show. I watched the majority of them in the last week.
Same here. We were doubling up on episodes.
So they mixed a bit, you know. There's a lot of structure in my work, and Big E is starting a new job, so we kind of under-committed ourselves until the last week where we had a lot of shit going on. But yeah, I guess it was the Warner kids.
Yeah,
that shit was funny to me.
All right, I that was like, oh man, I like the history references that they use, but it was just so on the nose that I didn't find it funny.
Oh, I know. I just
like-
like the idea.
Oh, you like the
Because I
idea?
know with the
Okay.
French Revolution, a lot of beheadings.
Yeah.
And it's funny to think that they had a hand in that. I don't know why I find that funny.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, since I talked a little bit on dislikes, you about what you like, so let's just move on to the next question. Is what did you dislike about this season?
All right. Excuse me, but I must be honest. I don't like musicals, and I forgot how much these people sing. It's a lot. Some of them hit, but it's just I don't know. They're creative. I like, their jingles, but I just, I don't like the music. That's just me. I'm a personal old man. I've seen all of Grease and I skipped all the songs, so I miss a lot of context. but that's just me, okay? I get a lot of shit talk from the South for that one. And also, besides the musical, some of the character designs were just horrendous and not good to look at. They were very creepy. I think you'll reference what they remind you of in your thing, but yeah, do better. A lot of it was nice, but certain characters, I was like, Jesus Christ.
It was just too much. You couldn't look at them.
Yeah. And a little of the jokes were a bit too cheeky or trying to be too on the nose that they didn't land with me. I was like, look, I get it. You're making fun of the new century because you've been gone for like 20 years, but we get it. We're living the shit.
Yeah. Season 2 gonna give us coronavirus.
Yeah. Please don't. Maybe. No. I don't know. Depends. But yeah, too many. But that's just me.
All right. Yeah, I gotta agree. The human characters are super creepy. They reminded me something straight out of a Mad magazine, and I never liked that artwork. It's the creepiest.
When
thing
you
ever.
said that in the message to me, I was like, oh, I agree.
Yeah,
they look. Oosh.
Yeah, it was just so bad. So I damn, I should. Okay, moving forward. I already talked about my likes. Didn't put it in there. Yeah, so that was one of the big things. Like you said, they get too topical, and sometimes the jokes just miss the mark. I did not like the bunny episode. It was one of the worst, skits that they had, and I just could have lived without it. And then I felt like a kid because the only thing that I understood, oh look, anime fights. This is my jam right here. But it didn't deter me from just coming to the conclusion that it was a bad episode. That was pretty bad. God, I guess those were maybe my two biggest dislikes, and also a lack of variety in skits. So you have Warner Brothers, and you also have the Pinky and the Brain, and I was hoping to get just some more new characters thrown into the mix.
It's true. I'll say the formula did get a little repetitive, where you said it was Warner Kids, Pinky and the Brain, Warner Kids, next episode.
Yeah.
Warner Kids, Pinky and the Brain, Warner Kids, but maybe they were trying to re-expand the I guess all the characters or something, but they didn't have that, and maybe they fit, hey, people only really recognize these two, so let's just go heavy with them to bring back the audience. And I kind of get that, but I agree. I got a little like, damn, that's about it, right? Where's everyone else? Or anything else?
Because it's so much you could do with the same three characters and then try to keep it fresh.
That's true.
All right, so this is our final question, and maybe since it's only the two of us, we'll have it's like some bonus time to add some more things that we liked. Okay, so what do you hope to see in season 2?
All right. Like I said, for season 2, I'm not the biggest original Animaniacs fan, and I'll be straight up. This was a project that I don't know if I would have finished this as much if it wasn't part of a project, because there's just so much content out there nowadays. It is good now that I like just throwing it in the background sometimes when I'm folding laundry or something, because they're short, they're kind of bite-sized. You could just take 1/3 of an episode and you get a full little story. So I don't mind having more of that. I will be okay if they expand their characters to other ones that they had the episode where they show all the old ones. I don't remember them, so it'd be nice to them reincorporate them. And besides that, I don't know. I think they did a pretty good job. I think they don't have to be as meta as they think they need to be. Like they could be, but they even have one episode where they were having like a press conference about the episode that just happened. It's like, it's a little cute, but you could do anything. Your animation has so much freedom to, be open. I feel like they could just go crazier and insanier.
Okay,
And it was
yeah.
shockingly missing
Go
for
zany to the max. All right.
Pretty
Go zany
much.
to the max.
Pretty much.
All right. Okay, what I want to see in season 2 is just more new characters. I want to see Julia come back and get an expanded episode, and be like another wrench in Brain's plans to take over the world. I want to see the Olympic gold medalist come back from the Olympic Games. Just like the last episode really cemented him as a great character to have recurring in the show, and I want to see him fight the Warner Brothers for anything. I think they have that. They set up that good dynamic. Oh, I want to see the girl with the little alien who was supposed to come and take over the world. I want to see more sketches of that. And I was telling Myra when we were watching it together that it reminded me a lot of the Snow Cone guy. So I want to see that come back more into play. Also, you know, I don't mind seeing Chicken Boo again. I completely did not remember that he was a character. His episode was one of the best. It did a small explanation of why all the other characters were missing. So I don't mind seeing him again, even though he's the most hated character in the series.
And I was surprised by that when they made that joke. I was like, who the hell is this, and why is he the most hated character?
Right. And then I remember, like, whoa, it's creepy because he's a big chicken. And then that song that they play at the end, it was just strange. And it brought back memories. I think it was just PTSD coming back. It's like, you're right, I don't like this.
Poor guy.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I agree though. And to be honest though, I don't know. It's weird. I like that they're bite-sized. Like this show looked like it was meant for Quibi. Thank God it wasn't though, since Quibi died. And
I don't even know what Quibi is.
Good, it died already.
All right,
it's gone.
Need to learn
it's
what
dead.
it is.
I'll explain it to you after. We don't need to have that here. R.I.P. 2020 through 2020. That's Quibi. But yeah, I guess I do like watching. There's so many shows that I like a story structure with leading plot. Mm-hmm. So I wouldn't hate this just for background because, like I said, they're so short. I'm not against the season 2. I just it's not what I remembered at all, and I don't think having a story will work for them. But I think the show will work better if they more topical. Like they had an episode where they had the It Clown, and it was all goofy. It was a good episode.
That was a really good episode. That one actually kept me up. I was watching this after work, and I was actually awake because the episode was good.
So I think if you have some zaniness of incorporating goofs and spoofs of other movies, like, you know, I think that would be a better avenue than them trying to do some of the weird political presidential jokes here and there. It's like, make fun of movies. Like, there's movies so coming out next year,
and there's so many series too.
Yeah, touch on Star Wars, make fun of it. Touch on Marvel, since you're owned by the same studios kind of now. Well, on Hulu, which is part of Disney Plus, so I'm sure they have rights to it. Like, touch some of that, make fun of that a bit more, be more satirical on that, and you know, you don't have to get too meta about certain things.
Yeah,
that's how I feel.
All right, yeah. To me, I'm welcome the new show. I did enjoy some of the new characters I mentioned. Rusty brought in a whole bunch of good points, and I agree with each one of them. I guess the I don't know what my last note is. God, I got lost in my train of thought. But it's definitely a show. Since I was watching it after I got off like an 8-hour shift, it's, you know, a show you want to slow burn. Don't binge it because it'll get too repetitive if you binge the episodes all in one go. So watch one episode, give it a rest, watch something different. You know, I was watching America's Next Top Model because that's what my wife likes to watch. So I've been watching a couple seasons of that. So I had to have an opinion about who should win, you know. That's always fun.
I think you hit it on the money though. I think because this show, there's no whatever happens in an episode is isolated to an episode. You don't have to burn through all of them. Like, we have made that mistake the way we binged it, but it's really like, oh, let me watch an episode, let me watch one of the weird swingy crazy little adventures, and then, you know, I'll go do my other thing, or like in between shows, or like while I'm getting ready for work. I think it hits like that. Back to back to back to back, you will get a little burnt out unless you're like a hardcore fan.
Yeah. Just you have a 2-episode max limit, a minimum of 1.
Yeah, exactly. Like, they're fun, but you know, you don't have to invest back to back to back because there's no overarching story, and I think that's a strength.
That is the strength of the show, because I usually when I'm watching a series, I want to get through it as much of it as I can in one sitting.
Yeah, I need closure.
Yeah, you need closure to that. But then you with the segments, the benefit to those small segments is that the stories, you get closure to them immediately. Exactly. And you get 3 different little closures in one episode. So if you weren't satisfied with the other one and you wanted to keep watching, like the Pinky and the Brain one will save you, and then sometimes the last skit would be great. One of the ones that I would recommend watching out for is Day in the Life of Ralph, the security guard. Great episode. It's silent. You're gonna be a little confused at the beginning, but stick with it. It's a great one.
Yeah, and like we said, there's no overarching story, but they've already established some characters like, oh, they're hinted to return. So that's enough of a little hint. They're like, oh, it does reward you for having seen them all, but it doesn't punish you if you haven't. I'm sure. And I think that's great for a show where everything else is a series. That's kind of what I watch, but sometimes I do get burnt out, and some shows stress me out, and I need something lighter and more easily consumable, and hopefully this will be it.
Yeah, definitely. I'm right there behind you. This would be the episode. So yeah, this was our review of the Animaniacs. I recommend watching it if you haven't. What about you, Russ?
Like I said, if you got Hulu, okay, my issue, my personal issue is that right now I have Disney Plus, Netflix, and Hulu. I also get Amazon through my Prime membership. And my sister has HBO, and if not, my friend's gonna give it to me eventually. And there's just so much shit. Is this something to add to the list? It really depends who you are. There's so much content because I also play video games at the same time. I think if you watch the original, watch this, and if you ever just need something dumb, throw this on there. And if you're ever like stressed out from like the season, I'm sorry. If like an episode of The Mandalorian ends and it's stressed out and you're like, let me go get something lighter, watch it. If not, you're not gonna miss much, but it is a really good show to have in your back pocket in between all the bigger granddad stories going on in the show. But I have too many apps. That's my own personal problem.
Okay. All right.
So it's a weird recommendation. It's good. I ended up liking it more than I thought I did, but depending what you like, might not be for you.
All right, so we'll come back at you with more Animaniacs the next season when it drops. This has been our review. This is Big E and
Rusty
signing out.
Peace.